Wait, are we here?
We're back. And it has been a long and winding road, but we're on the last story.
Select your character.
We know it's a
Supersonic.
one-way track.
Yep, we know it's a one-way track.
You said supersonic.
I did say supersonic.
No, you said stonic.
No, I said supersonic.
You definitely said stonic.
Hmm. I don't understand that.
Cold Steel the Hedgehog. Wherein it's nothing personal, kid.
And all of a sudden, Angel Island falls again. In case you didn't know, this is after the end of the game. After Knuckles' ending, where the island was actually lifted back up again.
What's funny is the VMU I bought had a full save file for Sonic Adventure on it. I'm just like, oh hey, sweet Supersonic.
Mm-hmm.
And then after like 10 minutes, I'm like, where's the Supersonic part?
Yep.
I feel like I've been lied to.
Chaos!
And it's chaos.
The Master Emerald is where it belongs.
I like how we just found it in the middle of the woods.
But Angel Island is still falling.
Still falling? Fallen.
This doesn't make any sense.
Past tense.
I said he found it.
Maybe those Chaos Emeralds.
Oh, are you talking about
I brought
nothing?
back with me.
Yes. He said Angel Island is falling, and I said fallen. It's already down.
I'll
It
take
has
it to
ceased
Sonic
to
for
move.
advice.
I'm just thinking of that. I think it's a Monty Python sketch.
No, that was, it has ceased to be. But yes, that is what I was riffing off of.
This is terrible! Chaos is...
Chaos is...
Hey man, I'm going to show some strange concern for you.
Yeah? Chaos is right there, you idiots.
Chaos is passing his move silently check.
Yep. Now, I'm not
Move
sure if this is
silently.
coming across correctly, but there's usually like these little flashes of vision in between each sequence.
Yes, Eggman.
That was not a yawn. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was not a yawn.
Sonic!
He was like...
Hey there,
all kinds of
Tails.
noises that people don't normally make when they're sleeping in a normal fashion.
Never mind that.
Maybe he was like holding his mouth shut while he was doing it, so it's like,
Falling again.
Hey, no way!
Falling?
Who blew
Fallen!
this time?
Oh, I don't know, but we better hurry.
wait. Is it just me, or while Tails was approaching Sonic, he started shaking his head and he just started sliding across the ground? Like
Oh,
the whole
my
game is coming unraveled. Oh, I'm not looking forward to having to do my adulting tomorrow. That's gonna be
Do your what?
my adulting.
Yeah, I've got a pretty heavy dose of adulting to do also. I have continuing work to do on my parents' laundry room.
I gotta scrub out my shower drain.
We
Free
are
it from detritus.
detritus.
Detritus. Debris.
We took our washer and dryer out of that room, and we're repainting and putting up new shelves and stuff like that. And where's that little offshoot thing? It begins.
Got a brush, and I got a phone with which I can plug in some speakers so I can play fat beats while I'm doing some fat cleaning.
Sonic.
There's a joke in
Sorry.
there somewhere.
Knuckles! And Eggman!
While being
What
fat.
happened
Of
here?
course.
He stole my Chaos Emeralds. And Chaos is still alive.
No shit.
It'll be good times. Mostly I just want to get rid of those fucking drain flies.
Hey, Eggman, wait up!
And Eggman just kind of leaves.
Look, we'll promote.
Chaos is a fearsome beast.
Ah,
If he gets that
he's
last
not going to
Chaos
get away
Emerald,
with
we're done
this.
for. No need to explain. We'll get on it. Tails?
Meanwhile, the Redders,
Right.
how can we recycle one of Eggman's dialogue lines without having him record a new
Oh,
one?
jeez.
And here comes Tikal again.
This place. It looks familiar. It's not a dream after all.
Oh, jeez Louise. Boy, oh boy.
This is happy music that shouldn't be playing in this particular instance.
I won't obey.
We need those 7 emeralds to give us total power. It's power for the people.
Power for the people?
Your people too.
People power?
We must get that emerald.
We didn't start the fire.
Once it starts, you will always
Actually, in this case, they did start the fire.
Oh, never mind. We did start the fire.
Yep, we totally lied it,
Ready, men?
and you're free to fight it. So this bunch of guys just runs this poor girl over. Really just runs past her, but that's a whole nother problem right there. Knocks over the chow. So is it any surprise that Chaos just fucking hates everybody?
Chaos just gets all like, oh man.
And it's funny because when you said that, that perfectly timed with what was going on.
All I wanted to do was just sleep, Mr. Emma, for all of eternity, but no. No.
Hey, are you
It's
alright?
funny when you said that the first part, there's that man part that was right when Chaos came out of the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Perfectly timed.
You Ken panders looking motherfuckers.
Yep.
I am gonna wipe your civilization out
Wait up.
so hard, people are gonna think your issues have been canceled. Which they probably have.
The 7 emeralds
Yep.
are the servers. Chaos is power enriched by the heart.
There's that
The
line
server
again.
serves to unify the chaos.
I feel like that is the most uttered phrase in all
The 7
those
emeralds
Japanese
can
use.
change our thoughts into power.
I was talking about the
This
the
emerald controls
little
our
chant
power.
thing that she
Please,
gives
you must stop him.
about
Oh, I
the
was
servers and the chaos and all that stuff.
Oh, I was talking about
Wake
chaos or the weight thing.
I was on a snooze cruise.
Because
I
that's
guess.
like basically most of Resident Evil 2 right there is
Good thing
we
you're
have to
okay.
telling somebody to wait.
You just saw
And
it called
nobody
out
waited.
there. Knuckles left already. Come! We gotta go after the last emerald.
Come!
Lead
What?
the way.
It should still be on board the tornado too.
All
Tails,
right.
have you been reading that porn where you're a girl again? Don't do it. That's- Don't make this weird.
Okay, so that's the way out the other way.
Like, I'm trying not to let Sonic Boom Knuckles influence my opinion of actual Knuckles at all, but it's really
I'm pretty sure that's okay, because I mean he's kind of that same character turned up to 11. What?
just the capable is my middle name. I thought your middle name was
And that's why Sonic Boom is actually okay. The cartoon, not the game.
We can't just sit here and let these things destroy Eggman's base. You know what, Sonic, you're right. And then Knuckles sits down.
Yeah, actually you're right, Kieran, he does.
Tornado too.
Yeah.
Like,
So let's get
the show
Chaos
goes
Emerald
from
and
obviously Saturday morning cartoon, like, we're gonna slip some jokes into
Honestly, Cartoon Network has some surprisingly good stuff to some degree.
He's got the
I mean,
last
I
emerald.
can't speak for like Adventure Time because I don't watch it, and I mean I think it's okay for what I've seen, but it's not like a huge favorite of mine or anything. But obviously, I'm a big fan of Steven Universe at this point, and Gumball is growing on me. And
I just watch Sonic Boom and Steven Universe.
yep, Sonic Boom is good. And also, even though I feel like Teen Titans Go is kind of an abomination, it still makes me laugh despite it. So, you know, there's that, I guess.
I guess it helps me that like I have no strong opinion towards
No strong
Teen
opinion
Titans.
towards... Well,
Teen Titans, so it's easy to just ignore it. It's
Eh.
just like, oh no, your childhood show came back and it's shitty.
well, I'm not
Who could've
mad about it.
thought?
I was mad about it when it first came up, but I'm not mad about it now. Because on one hand, it's really goofy. On the other hand, they keep throwing in all these nods to a bunch of other things in the comic books that never got to be in the cartoons. I can't be mad at that. Meanwhile, we're talking over World Destruction, so...
Oops.
Oops.
I was gonna say, I suppose the city is next to a whole lot of water.
Yep.
I don't know about that much water.
It was never exactly clear. Speaking of clear, Chaos is clear. Or translucent, at least.
It looks kind of viscous.
Viscous?
Viscous.
If I wasn't just dreaming, that monster is a real menace.
You mistreat your emeralds and your chow, you're gonna get this. You get this chaos problem.
Yep. Oh, look.
Looks like he's after Chaos too.
By the way, that tentacle is totally bouncing right through the building. It's clipping.
Oh, it is.
I like how they couldn't be bothered to show him actually shooting at Chaos. Instead, they just have this awful noise for him shooting. Just pew 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 pew. And then it gets blown up too.
It's like that BioWare problem.
What about BioWare?
It's that BioWare problem, not being able to show actual action on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's you.
Just the implied action.
The one.
Like, I
who
should
sealed
go.
Chaos.
The one who's been giving us all these stupid hallucinations.
Tikal.
My heart has always been in the Master Emerald along with Chaos's.
That sounds messy.
Now he's filled with anger and sadness.
Sounds messy.
And if he
Her
goes
heart
on,
has always
he'll
been in the
eventually
Chaos
destroy
Emerald.
the world
With
like he
Chaos.
did before.
Oh. Sonic just kind of slowly nods, like, oh, I understand. Wait, what are we talking about? I know he's like this kind of weird, goopy, kind of tentacle monster looking thing, so
Must be sealed
yeah,
with
it's-
Master Emerald now.
I understand. Sonic doesn't judge.
How can that help? It won't change how he feels inside.
Look who
will it?
Sonic hangs out with. I mean,
His heart will still remain in turmoil, and his anger just won't vanish. He'll just be trapped forever.
What choice do we have?
And there's Big the Cat, and Tails,
the cat for some reason.
and Knuckles.
Hey, Sonic!
Big the
And
cat
Amy.
shows up like
And I
Oh,
guess
dude.
E102, technically.
Here, take this!
somehow.
And somehow Amy has all of them.
Hey guys, what's up?
Wait,
Chaos only
there are
has
more
to
emeralds
make
here than there
all
should
the
be.
emeralds.
Amy
Here's
came up
Sonic.
with like 3 or 4 of them, and then the rest of them came with the rest.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think Tails is right about this.
Sonic, you must use the power of the Chaos Emerald. Well, yes.
And there's people talking, but
Negative forces
Sonic
are the only way
and
to
the
power
guys
the
are only
Chaos Emeralds.
It looked like she had more than one. I'm sorry.
Positive feelings toward each other can make them
It's kind of hard to tell because they're all gray and slightly transparent.
together form awesome power.
I'm just trying to figure out where the chanting is coming from.
God, because of that whole power of friendship. Man.
I get the power of friendship, but where did all those other people come from? Why can't I see them?
Now you're a man. Man, man, man.
I am a man! Shout out to Linkara. Let's see.
Sonic just grunts. Oh, but I still
I'm
got
messing up
one
already.
trick up my original the character.
I see how this is gonna go.
Remember when Supersonic was just charge at things and they die?
Yep. I mean, it's all about going fast. And that's what we're doing. We're going fast. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to hear too much of this awesome theme song.
Could you imagine how terrible that must feel? Like some little golden spiny asshole like moving through your insides and bursting out of your head.
I know. That's not going to work. Not quite enough. Okay. Next.
Like, man, this is not how I expected to wake up today.
I don't know. I might have to make this 2 episodes. I don't finish this quick. Also, otherwise, it could be Radical Bromance the movie.
But I already did Sonic the OV.
Alright. That's 2.
Did the Sonic OVA, and I'm very surprised that them getting hit with the DMCA and all this.
So am I.
Maybe it's just so old.
Maybe nobody knows who even has the rights to it anymore.
I wonder if that means I could get away with making fun of the art of fighting anime.
that movie was like brain-breakingly stupid.
Playing that same theme song every time something.
It kind of reminds me of Sonic Underground, actually. Not Underground, Unleashed. Every time you got in the fight, no matter what was going on, especially if you're in beast mode, da da da. And if you played Sonic Unleashed, you immediately knew what I was talking about just now. And that's not going to work. Yeah, I think Kieran's probably right. You probably can.
I probably could get away with a bunch of old.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that Anime Abandon got away with it.
Like, I could do the Battle Arena Toshinden OV.
Presumably.
If I can find it.
That's the question.
I own the Fatal Fury DVDs.
Yeah, the frickin' casino music that would play every time you got into a fight in beast mode. That was not a good design choice. I don't even remember what the rest of the music sounded like. All I just remember is that da da da.
Like, it would have made sense if they had done a different battle song for every area.
Yeah, but they didn't. That was kind of a shame.
That's kind of what I was expecting too. So it's like, well, I like how this stage sounds like a dark.
No, this boss was not a good design choice. The one from Sonic Adventure 2 is slightly better. It was actually really, really hard when I first played it.
All I'm thinking of is chaos just exploding, just being like.
Huh. That's not gonna... What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? The game glitches in its final moments. That's amazing.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
That's amazing.
Sonic's just like, fuck this, and
That is-
jumps out and straight under the chin.
That is par for the course. That is the greatest way to go out. Bravo. Bravo. Okay. And now we got the ending.
Sonic's just like, fuck this, Shoryuken.
And the cows are back to making weird noises. Sounds like they're saying "fook that."
There's Chaos going like, God damn it.
Yeah, and actually, I feel like they went up to Chaos and they were like,
Chaos has changed
you know,
again.
don't destroy the place.
This
Fook
time
that,
for
fook that, fook that.
Yeah! Supersonic
you're
lets
fat.
them neutralize it, so it's nice again.
Oh my
These
god,
are the
fine, I'll
Chow
go
you
back
were
to sleep
protecting.
for eternity if you guys just fucking leave me alone.
How did the Chow live this long? I'm pretty sure if you don't feed them, they will die.
And now live peacefully with
Knuckles
humans.
and Sonic like, hey, when do we get to go? When do we get to go super again? Sonic just kind of goes like, blank-eyed like,
The fighting's over, harmony's restored, and life goes on.
Harmony's
back.
restore? We're in the middle of a freaking war zone of a city here.
Thank you so
I think there's a
much.
little more to it than that.
life's restored, man.
Yep.
Memory goes on.
I'm pretty sure that millions of people died here. You know, reasonably certain.
Where'd Amy go?
She's somewhere. Who cares?
Cass is just like, oh my god, what is your deal? What the fuck is going on?
Yep.
Where are we going? Where are you taking me?
I think this episode's gonna be like 40 minutes long, but that's okay.
Sonic's just like, well, that happened.
Yep.
All's well that ends well, right?
You said it, Tails?
Sonic?
And then Sonic was gone.
Oh, geez.
Sonic, you dick. You just ran away for no reason.
Sonic is just like, they're having a chili dog to sail down.
I need to get some shawarma.
Sonic, that store is closed, you know, due to the whole...
The
water
shawarma,
flooding everywhere.
but the shawarma store is always open. The Avengers told me so.
Just that one guy in New York with a... sitting floating in, like, a kiddie pool. With his hot dog stand. Like, get your chili dogs here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty New York chili dogs.
I've never been to New York.
Limited edition, natural disaster flavor.
Yeah, I've never been to New York. There's someplace I want to visit someday.
And I'm just like, sure, I'll take one. That'll be $50, buddy.
Supply and demand.
The limited edition, you're getting the only one.
I do have to say, I love that even though the chili dog thing wasn't originally a Sonic or Sega thing, they put that in Sonic Generations.
Apparently it was actually something that Sonic Team decided
Really?
not to show.
Are you sure that they didn't come up with it after that they saw it in the Archie stuff?
Positive. It was like, it was one of those things they didn't really bother showing. Sonic's human girl.
Yes, I've seen that, which still freaks me out. Like, I don't get it.
And her strange, perfectly hourglass figure.
Yeah. That's not troublesome at all. I'm kind of glad they didn't do that, actually.
And
I
then
mean,
they're
look
like,
at the outrage that happened over Sonic 2006 and the Princess.
I still wonder, like, what the outrage is about. It's like, we've all been on the internet long enough for this not to be a big deal.
Even in 2006, yes.
Like, we have all literally been around much, much, much longer.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly why there's that one line, the new MST I did. It's like, you know, at some point this would have seemed weird, but now it's just normal.
That is true, Karen. They obviously have to wait until Sega gives them the go-ahead on stuff. Were they always extremely controlling of it? because I kind of wonder about some of the other stuff that's happened in those comics. I can see it now for sure.
It's all Sega throwing darts at a board.
And you know, if they were that controlling of the franchise, what the hell were they doing with their games?
They probably weren't doing anything.
Right. Too busy watching the comic books to get the games right. I mean, seriously.
Just like how they're not doing anything for Streets of Rage's 20th anniversary.
I'm pretty sure they've forgotten that they ever made the game. Except for those like brief moments where they have them show up in some game randomly. Like Project X Zone.
Oh man. I could go for more of that. But as an actual playable unit, not just the units.
Yeah, I would love another Streets of Rage game. Even if they like made like a Dynasty Warriors style game out of it, that'd be awesome. I'd be cool with that.
Still really kind of confused by Axel's characterization in Project X.
You mean that he just beats things up?
Like a hot-blooded police detective. It's like, hey, where the fuck is this from?
That's, you know what? What else would you say that he was? I mean, based on what little that you've seen of the character prior to that.
Like, not how he is.
Literally, all you know is that he's a cop. He wears, but for some reason he just wears shirts and jeans, probably because he's taken off the force at that point in time. And he beats dudes up, and he has a grand upper. That's literally all you know about this character.
Summons bazooka fire.
Summons bazooka fire. That's all you know about him.
Shouts when he jump kicks.
Yep. This is a really weird thing to end the entire game on.
Really, I guess I wasn't expecting like Axel to be like, "I'm gonna shut you up and shut you down."
Again,
like,
what indication do you have that he's not like that? He doesn't have a character prior to Project X Zone.
Well, there was the dialogue in Streets of Rage 3.
Which was fairly basic at that. There was nothing that really determined his character in there, at the very least.
Like, we disarmed a bomb.
Yep. Anyhow, that was Sonic Adventure. Give us some time. We'll probably dive into Adventure 2 when we get a chance. It was nice running this. I'm glad I was able to finish the whole thing. This is now only the second game that I finished. In any case, thank you guys for riding with us. We'll see you next time.
Wait, what was the first?
The first, Legend of Mana.
Oh yeah.
Before Radical Bromance was a thing.
Radical romance.
Say what?
Radical romance?
Radical Bromance. I don't know what you heard, but I know what I said. Anyway, go home.
Stream over.
Stream over.